today's video, I'm going to show you how to do something called a castor oil pack and explain to you how it can help you to get rid of some of your hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's symptoms. My name is Melodye Reynolds, and I'm a thyroid health coach and advocate. I help women to go from fat, frustrated, and fatigued to feeling fabulously like themselves again by showing you how to reverse your hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's symptoms with simple diet and lifestyle changes. Because that's what I was able to do for myself after 4 years of feeling like I was going to lose my mind and had every symptom in the book, like weight gain, fatigue, hair loss, being cold all the time, you name it, I had it. I was able to figure out how to heal myself with natural methods, and I've been able to help hundreds of women to do the same. I'm the founder of the Thyroid Recovery Roadmap, Proven Protocol for Reversing Your Symptoms, and MelodyeReynolds.com, and this is my channel. So before we jump into the video really quickly, be sure to check below this video in the description. I have lots of links and resources for you as always. I always put some goodies down there, so never forget to check that. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring the notification bell so that you get notified every Thyroid Thursday when I upload a new video for you. Also, below this video, you will find linked all of my other social media. I would love for you to come join me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I hang out there every single day and provide more tips. Okay, so let's start talking about castor oil packs, which a lot of people don't know what a castor oil pack is. So today I'm going to be showing you what they are, how to use them, and I'm going to tell you first though, why they're so beneficial for people with hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's. Okay, so let's first start talking about what is castor oil. So it comes from a plant, and you can get a giant bottle just like this one, and I have this one linked below for you in the description of this video. But it is an oil that comes from a plant, and when you use castor oil for anything, and especially for what I'm talking about today, you want to make sure to use a high quality castor oil. You want to get it in a glass bottle. You want it to be hexane free. Very important. But people have been using castor oil for forever. A lot of people will use it for constipation. You can drink it, ingest it. I do not, but it in the past has been used by a lot of people, you know, and probably currently too, for that. So it will get your bowels moving. Some people also will use it for hair loss. So they'll massage it on their scalp, their eyelashes, when they want their eyelashes to grow, or even their eyebrows. And that's something to consider, because with thyroid issues like hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's, you will often lose the outer third of your eyebrows. So this is a great way to encourage that. But that's not what I'm talking about today. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to do a castor oil pack. This is a very thick oil. It will stain anything it touches, so be aware of that. We're going to talk about that in a second. But it also is really good for inflammation. And if you've watched any of my videos, you will hear me say inflammation is your enemy when you have thyroid issues. You have inflammation system-wide. So we need to do everything we possibly can to combat that inflammation. Okay, let me look at my notes, because I want to tell you how it was discovered that you could use a castor oil pack to actually help your liver. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So the reason that we as thyroid patients want to really focus on our liver health is because your liver is where your thyroid hormones are converted. So your thyroid makes a hormone called T4, which is your inactive thyroid hormone. It is like your crude oil, okay? It's not gasoline to make you go, but it's crude oil. And like crude oil, it has to get turned into gasoline for you. So that T4 goes to your liver and gets converted to T3, which is your gasoline to make you go vroom vroom. T3 is the thyroid hormone that will help you to have energy, not lose your hair, help your skin to feel better. It will help brain fog. It will help all of your symptoms. So anytime we can help that conversion to happen in your body, you're going to have less symptoms. And most of us have liver issues. Most of us thyroid patients are struggling in some form with a sluggish liver, possibly fatty liver, Most of us have gallbladder issues as well. And that is because the thyroid, when you are hypothyroid and the thyroid is not functioning properly and it is slowed down, it slows down every one of your organs in your body, including your liver, your gallbladder, your pancreas, all of that stuff. So what happens when your liver gets slowed down is it's not functioning properly and that conversion isn't happening, but you'll also have fatigue, you'll have skin issues. There will be all kinds of issues from having liver issues themselves, but couple that with your thyroid hormones not converting, you have even more symptoms. So when I work with my clients for my group coaching program and my one-on-one coaching services, I always make sure that we are hitting the liver very hard with gentle ways to support it and detox it. I don't do anything crazy, no crazy liver flushes or detoxes, nothing like that. I just teach you how to support your liver in a way that it can function better and detox and filter out what it needs to. That way, we help that hormone conversion to start happening. And interestingly enough, it can also cause estrogen dominance when your liver is backed up, and that is something a lot of us need to be looking at and dealing with too, because that contributes to more symptoms for us. And it's very common when you have thyroid issues to be estrogen dominant as well, because again, your liver isn't functioning properly. So a very easy way, one of the things I suggest that all of my clients do is to do castor oil packs. So let's talk about what those are and how they work. So people began using castor oil packs when a dude named Edgar Casey started using them and talking about how they can help the liver to detox. Castor oil is full of these essential fatty acids, and that encourages the movement of energy throughout the body, and that can actually assist the body in detoxing, and specifically when we target the liver, we get the liver to detox better. That can become an issue when you have a sluggish liver. You're not detoxing things out of your body like you need to. So we need to support that detoxification process. And we need to give extra help to your liver so that it can do what it needs to do. So castor oil gets things moving in the body, and it really gets things moving through that liver. That's what we want. So here are some of the things that castor oil packs can help with. More effective elimination of waste. We want that. Reduction of nausea, pain relief. Castor oil packs are great for pain relief. I will tell you that when I had my gallbladder, I did lose it, thanks to hypothyroidism and Hashimotos, but I'm trying to help you to save yours, or whether you have your gallbladder or you don't, this is still something you're going to want to do. But when I still had my gallbladder, I did not have gallbladder attacks when it started going out. I had one long 4-month episode of nonstop horrific pain. One of the things that helped me to be able to handle all of that pain for that long, because I spent 4 months trying to save my gallbladder. I didn't want to lose it, but I did ultimately lose it. But one of the things that helped me cope in those 4 months of all of that pain was doing castor oil packs. It made the pain much, much better, much less intense. And so I did them pretty often, and I'll talk about how often to do them in just a moment. So castor oil packs do help with pain. It helps with improved digestion, reduced inflammation, increased relaxation. They do help you to relax, and it supports the immune system. And I do want to caution, if you're pregnant, you do not want to be doing castor oil packs, and you do not want to do a castor oil pack when you are on your period. So when you're having your cycle, it is advised to skip the castor oil packs during that week. And you need to make sure you're going to the bathroom and eliminating, so we want to make sure we're pooping when you're doing castor oil packs, because you're going to be detoxing. And when that happens, we need to make sure you're eliminating that through your detox pathways of your body. So that means you've got to be pooping when you are doing castor oil packs. I know that a lot of us, I was one of those people, have a lot of issues with constipation when you have hypothyroidism and Hashimotos. Well, we want to make sure that you're going to the bathroom. So if you're not taking digestive enzymes, good probiotics, magnesium, things like that to get your bowels moving, and I will link all of my favorites of those in the description for you. But those will help you go to the bathroom every day, and that's what we want. We want to see you using the restroom every single day to eliminate what we're trying to detox and get out of your body and clear out of the way. It's not going to do you any good if you're not going to the bathroom and you're doing castor oil packs, because you're not actually eliminating those things from your body. Now, I'm going to tell you how to actually make a castor oil pack. I'm going to show you what it is I use to do that and tell you how to use it. I do try to do these 4 days in a row. And that is what I suggest for you to do. It's encouraged to do them as often as possible, but 4 days in a row, you're really hitting that liver, you're helping the detoxification process happen, you're getting things moving, and we want to continue that momentum for 3 to 4 days if possible. Now again, not while you're on your cycle though. I like to do mine before bed. And I encourage my clients to do that as well in my group coaching program and my one-on-one coaching sessions. Because I find that it relaxes me so much that I sleep better the nights that I do them. And many of my clients will tell you the same thing. They have the same experience. So doing this before bed can be very beneficial. I keep the castor oil pack on, and I'll show you how to do it, but keep it on as long as possible. So I try to do an hour to an hour and a half. And once I show you how to do this, like you can sit and watch TV, play on your phone. There's lots of things that you can do, but just be aware you could be super tired after you finish your castor oil pack. So try them at first at night. All right, so let's talk about how to do one. You want to grab your castor oil. This is a super thick oil. Just so you know, it will stain your clothes. It will stain anything it touches. It is very thick. It's hard to get off of your body. So right after I do my castor oil pack, when I'm done, I hop in the shower. Keep that in mind also. So doing this, hopping in the shower, then I'm ready for a good night's sleep. So what you're going to need is some castor oil. I have linked below the one I like to use. You're also going to want to get a castor oil cloth. This is the one that I use from Amazon. It comes already ready for you, and I'm all about things being easy. This is just an organic flannel cloth. You want to use an organic flannel cloth with no kind of dyes, nothing on it, because whatever is on something like this, if there's any toxins, you're going to be putting those into your body, because the castor oil will actually carry anything that's on your cloth into your liver. Well, we don't want to do that. We're trying to detox your liver, right, and support your liver. So you're going to get your cloth. You're going to pull it out like this, okay? There are different sizes. I have linked for you the one that I use. It's a pretty decent size, as you can see here. Okay, and it's just a cloth, like it's sewn together on 4 sides, nothing fancy, just a nice, solid, soft cloth. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your castor oil, and the first time you use your cloth, you're gonna completely saturate it in castor oil. I suggest you get like a glass baking dish, lay that out, okay? Then take your cloth and completely saturate it. You want the whole thing dripping in castor oil. You then are going to take that cloth and you're going to put it into the oven to warm it up. You want to put it on the lowest setting that your oven has. Like we usually put ours on 175, and we let that heat up around 20 to 30 minutes in a glass cooking dish. Now, depending on the kind of dish you use and the kind of oven you have, you do want to check this. You don't want it to get scalding hot because it's got to go on your skin, but you do want it to be warm and nice and comfortable for you. You wouldn't necessarily have to warm this up. You could skip that step if you want, but I am going to have you store this in the refrigerator, and you don't want to put it on super cold. It's going to be very uncomfortable. So I like it warmed up because it's just more comfortable. It's more relaxing. Most everybody prefers to have it warmed up. So that's why we stick it in the oven at 175 for 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the baking dish that you have. Just keep an eye on it, check in on it, take your finger, kind of check it out. When it's nice and warm, but not scalding hot, it's time to take it out of the oven. Now, what I like to do, this might be TMI, but I'm going to tell you. What I like to do personally, because this does stain everything, I like to do these and sit on my couch and either work on the computer. I may sit on the phone and work or scroll and watch things, or I may sit and read a book, whatever it is I like to do. I try to do something relaxing, but I'm not always good at that. But because it does stain, and I don't want stains all over my clothes or on my sofa, then what I like to do is lay out a lot of towels. You can even lay out a waterproof sheet. That's what I like to use. So I have a waterproof sheet that I lay down. I then put a layer of towels on top of that, just as like double protection because I don't want to ruin my couch. And I will also pull out a couple of other old towels that I don't care if they get stained up or not. They're like my Castor Oil Pack towels. We all have those old towels sitting somewhere in our closet that are stained up that we just don't use all the time. Grab some of those. So get a waterproof sheet. I have one linked below for you. Layer of towels. Then you're going to take your warmed up castor oil pack. You're going to be completely naked. Yes, I said naked. You're going to be completely naked, okay? What you're going to do is take this and lay it over your abdomen, but focusing mostly on it being on your liver. Now, if you're not sure where your liver is, I'm going to put up a photo for you right now. That's where your liver is, and that's where you want to lay your cloth. So you're going to take this, you're going to put that on your liver, you're going to put the plastic over it, and on top of that, you're going to put a hot water bottle to help hold in the heat and keep it nice and toasty and warm for you for as long as possible. Because remember, we want to do this for an hour, hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, as long as we possibly can, to really let that saturate your liver and get in there and do its job. And I will link below for you the hot water bottle I use from Amazon. Then on top of that, I put a couple of towels just to insulate everything, to make sure nothing runs anywhere, because it will run off of you. So be aware of that, and to just kind of catch anything else that might be on the sides, to make sure that it's not getting on anything else. And usually I'll just throw a throw blanket over top of me to keep me, you know, not exposed for the whole household to see. And then I lay there. I lay there and I let it do its job. Then once I'm done, I will get up. I take everything off layer by layer, being careful to not spill anything anywhere, to not stain anything. And I walk into the kitchen and I will take my saturated cloth that I just used. You can reuse this probably, 30 to 40 times at least. It's totally fine to do that. And I will take the cloth and fold it up. It's going to be dripping. It's going to be everywhere. Just know that. It's very sticky. And I like to put mine in a ball jar. You could put it in any kind of glass container you want. If you have something that's easier to keep it in, that's totally fine. I don't have a lot of space in my refrigerator, so I love ball jars for literally everything. I'll link that below for you too. If you don't know where those are, where you can find those, you can get them on Amazon, so I'll link those. And I just stick that in here and put the top on and stick that in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it the next night. You will keep it in the refrigerator when you're not using it. It keeps the cloth saturated and you're ready to go the next time you want to use it. Now, when you use it the next time, you will need to add a little bit of oil. So when you take it out of the jar, you're going to put it into your pan that you're going to heat it up in. And you're just going to add enough to resaturate the cloth. And it won't be as much as you used the first time at all. This jar actually lasts me forever because you just use enough to kind of make sure it's really good and soaked. Make sure it has plenty of oil on it. So it's not much because you've already pre-saturated it the first time that you used it. And so you're just going to use a little bit each time just to kind of give it a little more. And you'll just keep using that. And when you've used it about 30, 40, maybe even 50 times, then just head to Amazon, get a new cloth, start the process over again. Okay, want to show you another option. I filmed the video that you're watching right now back at Christmas time, and it is way past Christmas time because I got busy. But since then, I have tried another way of doing a castor oil pack. So if all of that seems overwhelming to you, I got this for my 15-year-old daughter who has hypothyroidism and Hashimotos too. She's not really into laying around for an hour, warming things up and all of that, okay? So this can be effective too. Now, I will argue and say I truly believe the other way that I showed you is more effective, but this will work as well. So you can get this pack on Amazon. I will link it in the description below for you. But this is a castor oil pack as well. This one is already pre-made. It's got a place to strap it on you, and it's got this backing to try to help it from staining things. Now, I will tell you, this is great. So you don't need any kind of plastic to protect it because this is already going to be here for you. But still wear old clothes because this is not foolproof. It will leak. But what you're going to do is you're just going to take some castor oil. You don't have to heat this up. You don't have to put this in the refrigerator. You take about a tablespoon or two of castor oil, drizzle it through the center, okay? Then you're going to take these straps and you're going to strap them around your body. They have holes here for buttons. There's the buttons. It's totally adjustable, so it'll fit any size pretty much. And you can leave it on for an hour while you do things around the house, or you can even sleep in it. Some people will sleep in it. Now, I will tell you, start off doing 10 minutes and make sure you don't have any sort of reaction and work your way up to an hour to an hour and a half. I'm crazy. I went all in and started doing an hour in the beginning, but some people may want to start slower just to make sure your body is fine with it. Castor oil is gentle, but it is a detox, so you don't want to be crazy. So maybe start with 10 minutes and work your way up. But this is another great option. When you're done with this, you simply hand wash it and hang it up, let it dry, air dry, and it's ready to go for the next time, for the next night. Again, you want to do this 4 nights in a row. Same rules apply as the other, but this, some people prefer to do these pre-made ones. I personally like the other way, but if this is simpler for you and this is easier for you to do, grab one of these, get the same castor oil I recommended, because I see so many people using castor oil from a plastic bottle. It drives me crazy. But get the really good quality castor oil and use this pack and it'll work just as well. I have had a lot of success with myself and my clients with this, helping with liver function, helping with pain. I've even used it myself when I was dealing with some estrogen dominance. I had a lot of ovarian pain, so I would actually make sure that I kind of slid this down over top of my ovary, and then I would do it on the next one the next night. So I try, you know, castor oil packs can be used for a lot of different things besides just your liver, but today I wanted to talk about using it on your liver, because getting that liver functioning properly is so important to actually getting rid of your symptoms. Question of the day: have you ever heard of a castor oil pack? Have you ever heard of castor oil at all? Then tell me below in the comments, have you ever heard of this? Yes or no, and are you gonna try it? Now, if you would like some help with reversing your hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's symptoms, and you would like a literal roadmap for what steps you need to take, which are the right steps that are actually going to help you in the right order, that is where my thyroid recovery roadmap comes into play for you. I would love to work with you to give you the roadmap, give you the steps, give you the support you need to start getting rid of your symptoms right now, because your thyroid disease is not a life sentence. You are not doomed by your diagnosis. It doesn't mean you have to feel terrible forever. You do not have to stay fat, frustrated, and fatigued. That's what I used to call myself. You can get back to feeling fabulously like you again. And if you need somebody to guide you through that process, as I have hundreds of women this year who are so thrilled to be feeling better, losing weight, regaining their energy, stopping their hair loss and starting to grow their hair back, getting rid of the fatigue, getting rid of the brain fog, that could be you. You just need somebody to show you what to do. That's where I come in. So look below this video. You will see a link for the different options and how you can work with me. Now your next step is going to be to check out what you see on the screen here. If this video was helpful for you, please give it a like and share it with somebody, because people need to know more about a castor oil pack, because it has so many benefits. Even if they don't have thyroid issues, they still need to be focusing on their liver health. And if you check out the screen, you're gonna see my face floating around. Be sure to click on that. If you haven't already subscribed, that will subscribe you to the channel. Ring that notification bell. Check out the other videos that I have linked here for you. They are also gonna be very helpful with helping you reverse your symptoms. And I'll see you in the next video.